Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing okay today and that you're ready for some more The House in Fata Morgana. I'm not great, to be honest, but we are doing this. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna have a good time, and it will be okay, but I am not in top shape. I'm having some stomach issues. Started yesterday. I do believe it's self-inflicted. Not knowingly, but I do think it might be my own fault. Because I'm pretty sure I accidentally drank some bad oat milk yesterday. Because you see, every morning when I'm going to the office, I don't really have time for breakfast, so I always boil an egg the evening before, and I also make a smoothie. And my smoothie tasted. Sorry, that was my cat. Just said hi in case you guys heard it. Otherwise, he did say hi. But yeah, my smoothie tasted a bit weird. It didn't taste bad necessarily, but it tasted weird. But I thought it might have been just the banana having a extra strong flavor, or like maybe me putting in too much protein powder. But I started to feel a bit funny in my stomach around lunchtime. But I do have a problematic stomach, so I just brushed it off as my stomach being my stomach as usual. But then yesterday evening, my god, I thought honestly I was about to die. I have never felt that kind of pain in my stomach before, not even during my worst period cramps, and let me tell you, those can be pretty bad for me. But that was insane. Luckily I was also very exhausted, so I got to bed and I fell asleep almost immediately, and I didn't wake up because of pain or anything, and when I woke up this morning it was a lot better. It's still not good. It's still very... well, I wouldn't say that it hurts a lot, but it's not feeling great. So yeah. Group hug, so thank you. But yeah, I think it will be fine. We will have a nice cozy reading time, and I will forget all about my pains for a while. Like I said, it's a lot better than yesterday, because if it was yesterday I wouldn't be able to do this, but today I feel like we will be fine. So yeah, just letting you guys know in case my pain starts to increase and I have to cut things short, you know why, but hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, The House in Fata Morgana. So last time we talked to Mel, we got his perspective, we learned that he's a coward, which we pretty much already knew, but we got it confirmed, and we got him on our side. So now we are trying to get to Yukimasa, which will be a bit harder because he is very suspicious of us, and the nun who we tried to get to help us did not want to hear it, and we thought she was Pauline, but then she said her name was Marie, so we're a bit confused there. And yeah, we left off with Michelle pretty much fainting because of the sun being too strong, and he's not made for being out in the sun. And yeah, so we are there now. Let's see what's gonna happen to him. Pia, don't fall asleep while walking. That's bad for you. Alright, let's jump into the game, shall we? Gonna make sure I have some sound as well, and as always, tell me if your sound is too loud or too quiet. Right now I don't hear anything, so I think we don't have any sound yet. So let's start and see what happens. I'm Not at the mansion. Where am I? You're awake. Morgana? What are you doing here? Does my appearance disturb you? Am I going to have a look after all the three of you? Probably, Quill. Probably. That is to be expected, I suppose. I'm hardly what you would call attractive, after all. Morgana? How do you know my name? How do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Aren't you in the... Huh? What just happened? I tried to say observation tower, and my voice completely disappeared. Where is this? I'm not sure how you couldn't know. This is the witch's cottage, by the lake. I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presume you came here in search of my herbal medication. Unconscious? Outside her door? Your arm? What? This is... before she lost her arm. Does that mean I traveled even further back into the past? Or could this be... You must get yourself far away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely. Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave. In that case, beware of two men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them. What do you mean? They're a haired boy and a... Why do I lose my voice for all the most important details? Is this really the cottage by the lake? Take a look out the window and see for yourself. There's nothing there. Nothing outside a window. No, that's not exactly right. A reddish-black fog churns beyond the window. A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I have any place talking about beauty. Now I understand. This isn't the real world. Is it your world then, Morgana? Or is it a world within our dreams? May I ask who you are? I once spent much time at your side. This is also very strange. It was always you who was talking to me, and now you don't even know my name. Shall we talk for a bit, Morgana? If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words. As you wish. In that case, let's talk about ourselves. For so long, I fought to fend off the things you said. Not because I had any particular dislike for you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. I sympathized with, empathized with the feelings seething through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice, and as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't possibly have withstood giving into it. You're saying my voice is unpleasant? Not at all. It was beautiful. Frighteningly so. I want to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself, the things you see and feel. I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Because they would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't want to talk about myself either, because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone. But you can tell me. Indeed. I was born into this world female. What? From a young age, being a girl felt somehow wrong. And as I grew older, my body developed like a boy's. Where's Giselle? Well, she's not here, that's for sure. Not entirely, though. My body is incomplete. I am missing one thing every man is supposed to have. The change drove my mother to madness, and she hid me away, for I was unfit to be in the presence of others. Giselle is in another castle, yeah. That was when I was 14 years old, and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. But now that it's all over, I think you were right. My fate was always set in stone. And perhaps, if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I had shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. Morgana is silently tapping 911 behind her back. Oh my god. I could have not left Giselle behind. Do you regret your choice? No, I do not. No matter what could have been, I had to hold my ground. I had to keep shouting. Because if I hadn't, it would have rendered my very existence meaningless. No matter what misfortune the decision may have brought, I must not regret it. Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves they must always stand in unwavering support of. Or perhaps must not lose sight of, would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, these beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. I believe you genuinely do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too, but I think your real power lies in your voice, in its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not? I am a saint and a daughter of God. That is the lot I was given, and that is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path, or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It will make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we were dealt. Maybe not. But I think that if either of us had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that, who treated you like a regular girl. But they're gone now. And have you never leaned on their memory? It comes back to me from time to time. But even then, they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human. And while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in my life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special? I do. And do they treat you like a normal person? She does. However, you still know that you're different, that you can't fit in with everyone else, that you're abnormal. You do, don't you? I am very conscious of that fact, that on a fundamental level, I am still grey, and that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. Nevertheless, her acceptance allowed me to step onto the path she walked, a path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality. You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person, holding their hand out for me, and I don't think I could take it. Because I know that if I do, it will only bring more pain. So if I'm to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman. Someone fundamentally abnormal. And not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level, intrinsically different. Morgana, maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me. Empathize with me. Take some weight off my back. Morgana. I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand. I am not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need to find someone who will accept you, and with them, slowly bring yourself back onto the path of humanity. Yeah, she is 16 years old, and that's what makes this so sad. Like, she is so broken for a 16-year-old girl. Like, she can't even fathom that she is human and that she deserves a normal human life, and it's just so sad. It will not be easy, I know. Constant fear at the looks people give you, dreading the things they think and feel about you. Terrified by the thought they might abandon you at any moment. The ever-present anxiety about whether you're able to fit in with them. But I know you can do it. I know you can bring yourself back to a place you can love. Like what you had 4 years ago. You really are. Michelle. You may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see there remains. Poke and prod at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone to have any effect. I don't know what my voice is doing. It's trying to, like, disappear, and I don't know why. It's very annoying. The worst bit for me, my work had some involvement with children who found themselves with similar mentalities or agently skewed. Yeah, I can understand that. It's, yeah. As I said, it's very, very sad because she's just 16. She shouldn't be this cynical and closed off and all that. So it's very real too. Like, it's considering what she has gone through, it's a very real reaction to it. So yeah, and I feel for you, Quill. I hope this doesn't bring up like bad memories for you in any way. But I do appreciate the story for being so real and not shying away from difficult topics. Michelle, Michelle, are you there? Are you all right? Get up, Michelle, please. And we're back in our bedroom. And it's dark. Oh, thank goodness, you're awake. I wish games still today handle difficult topics. Yeah. I do think we are in a time where we are sort of trying to shy away from difficult topics because everything is trying to suit everyone, and I think that's a mistake because you can't really make everyone happy. And I do think that we shouldn't be scared to deal with difficult topics because it teaches us a lot about our own humanity. Did I pass out? Ah, you're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head? Nelly. You gave everyone a big scare, dearest Michelle. All of a sudden you were just on the ground. Were you feeling unwell? No. I just have a natural sensitivity to sunlight. No, my lengthy leave from work was more influenced by internal things rather than the clients we had. I see, that's good, at least. Or, no, that's not good, but like, you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean, at least. 100% agree, cancel culture sucks for all sides involved. Yeah, I do agree. No, don't cancel me! What have I done? I'm trying to be nice and friendly to everyone. Mean day. Good that you know what I mean. And yeah, it's very good that you can cozy watch this, even though it's still an unfortunate situation, but nothing bad that doesn't come with something good. I try to think that as much as possible. Sometimes it's very hard and I tend to be very negative sometimes, but I do try to see things from the positive side. It doesn't always work, but I try, at least. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good that you know what I mean. It's especially hard when trying to express myself in English when it's not my first language, and yeah. Sometimes things comes out a bit more clumsily than I have planned. But yeah. Cancel only for trying to get me to drown rather than just helping me safely move over. I call slander. It didn't happen. Anyway, should we keep reading maybe? I apologize for any concern I caused you. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle, and for that rather shameful display. No need to apologize. Like you said, you're sensitive to sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michelle. If anything, I should be the one apologizing for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright out. As long as you're not sick or anything. So you're feeling better now? My head still hurts a little, but yes, I'm fine. What time is it? Almost supper time. Which means I better get back to the cottage. Was I really out that long? At least you woke up before supper. I should get going though. See you tomorrow, Michelle. Good night, Nellie. Tomorrow is the day before Morgana's supposed to die. Our time is limited enough as it is. That said, Giselle, I saw Morgana. What do you mean? How? I don't know if it was in a world of her creation or simply a dream. But in it, I spoke with Morgana when she was still alive. What was she like? Not like the Morgana we know now. Not someone who seems to feed off hatred. So she really was a saint in life, like Mel described her. Though I got the impression being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle, the only way she was able to derive meaning from her life. Not to mention the utter sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her would ever come into her life. Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then? Even if she were able to, she would never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Much like I will never have a normal body. Although... Oh, you're awake. That's good. What, you came to check up on me? Don't act so surprised. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. That said, no, that's actually not why I'm here. He looks pale. I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? I don't know why you would make such a big deal about asking me to. He's the one asking. I think he's getting suspicious. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. So don't blame yourself. Though, I would still appreciate if you came. Absolutely. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. True enough. I'll do my best not to let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Of course. Well, let's get going then. Could none have told him what I said to her? Whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard. I will. Surprise ambush version 2. Yeah. It's always scary dealing with Yukimasa. Here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. I saved you a couple seats, so go on, sit down. I love this CG, it's very cool. Also, the tension at this table. This is unbearable. He has no right being this hot. Yeah, I know, right? Very different moods from the two, yeah. What's the matter, Mel? You've hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite. I've never been a very big eater. No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming. How does he expect anyone to eat with the air so tense? And Mel refuses to even look at him. Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact. Mel doesn't look that bad either. No, Mel is a very pretty boy, but I wouldn't say that he's hot. Yeah, he's small. He's very pretty though, I do agree, but small, so. Or even be in the same room. Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never even crossed my mind. Why would you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He's a lord. He has more than one guard. That sounds like what a poisoner would say. Yeah. Why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? There are plenty. Such as... like... I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all, let alone were on good enough terms to share supper together. You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on? What? We're accomplices. Such a shame this was how your reunion had to turn out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what are you... What crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we're committing? What is he doing? Why would he tell you that? He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but I won't get anywhere saying nothing either. Tax evasion! Stealing cookies from the cookie yard. Oh my god. How should I handle this? I have no idea. All I'm asking you to do is guess. You say the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me on the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal and asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you would get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? That question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it. A sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously. It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they have done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or might not have participated in. I see. I mean, murder and extortion seems to be a safe bet, given it involves a lord, his bodyguard, and an oddity of a stranger to them. Yeah, safe bet to guess, yeah. What about you? If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? Maybe, maybe not. You have one of a hell of a friend here, Mel. Michelle. That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have many, no. Any in this land? No. Why do you ask? I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all. Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michelle. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, I guess not. Any family? I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I'm in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I found it difficult to take him at his word. So you made a long journey all the way out here so you could see him? That I did. This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. I mean, honestly, Yukimasa wanting friends honestly doesn't seem that unrealistic. Yeah, I mean, he probably does want friends, but he's even more socially awkward, I guess, than even Michelle, because he barely even know how to be human, in a way. I'd rather be friends with him than enemies, at least. Yeah, true. Very true. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, and on your right, him. They're both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Surely this isn't the first time you heard the scenario proposed? It's not real. It's just hypothetical. Don't take it so seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. As I said, I am only here to see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered? Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Now, I suppose I should take my leave, as it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Yukimasa has a lolly armband. Another merch idea. Yeah, who knows? If I ever get enough people who would be interested in that kind of thing, sure. Relax, I'm not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival. They're supposed to be putting on quite an impressive event. Look forward to it. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? That's a dangerous question, Michelle. I am not close to anyone. You wanna be friends with Yukimasa? I question your choice in Impossible Friends, Quill. You do know he would probably murder you, right? As soon as he found a new friend. Of course not, but hopefully I could manipulate him enough so he doesn't kill me. Don't count on that. I do think he is quite manipulative. Is that even no? You know what I mean. I think it would be hard to manipulate him, is what I'm trying to say. I sleep with a knife or two. Yeah, it's the situation. Enemies, you know what they will do, but friends who you can't trust are tricky. Yes, I would stay far away from Yukimasa, personally. I mean, he's attractive, but he is super scary, and he is very much a psychopath, I believe. If that's the right term, or is it sociopath? I honestly, I'm not very good with what terms to use here, but yeah, basically he doesn't feel emotions in the same way that we do. He can't really empathize with people the same way that a normal person can, so yeah, I would be scared to have him in my life, to be honest. I mean, we all saw how it went for Pauline. Like, he loved her, and then he got another person in his life, so we didn't need her anymore, and he killed her. So, and not even just kill her, he killed her brutally, so... I'm dishonest and a dishonest man. You can always trust to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you want to watch out for, because you can never predict when they are going to do something incredibly stupid. Jack Sparrow, yeah. Very true as well. It's tricky, really, relationships in general, but I still think that I would not want Yukimasa in my life, even if I know him, what he is and what he's capable of. I wouldn't want that. Also because I feel like any sort of feelings he would have towards me would probably not even be genuine. So, yeah. Should we all be more dishonest to each other then? No, I don't think that. I think we should be more honest to each other. So, yeah. Thank you. I was hoping to handle it better than that. But I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question anyway? The cliff one? Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Any way you look at it, he had to be... Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he actually went. I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do. After a conversation like that, you'd be crazy not to be on alert. That would be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as... anything at all? Something to give me some idea what kind of person he is. Sorry, I got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them, and they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you already heard this, but the Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So it's not really a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among the other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and he even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation is awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans think he's alright. And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is Jean-François Barnier. What? That name doesn't fit him at all. Not one bit. He does not look like a Jean-Francois. Could that mean he's not the Lord then? No, the Lord is the only person who did enough to earn Morgana's wrath and be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddled. Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Barnier somewhere. There was a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, that same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. In it, he was complaining about not having gotten the larger of the family estates. And a bad harvest, I think. That was one of the books your family sent you, right? Actually, that was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived. You think he could have written it? And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble. If the book really is that old, I'm amazed it was in such good condition for so long. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it would still be in good shape then. But Mel came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time. You know, I think time actually may have been stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes, but one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of what you have written here. Let's see. I was trying to finish this scene, but the scene is going on for a bit longer, so we're taking a chat break here. Yukimasa killing Pauline was probably more cause of memory impairment and trauma from arriving in the village rather than... yeah, well, there's that, but yeah. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything about his character either, but I do think that, yeah, he still is more beast-like, even if he has his memories. Why is the rum gone? Oh my god. Ah, Quill, you have the rum. But the whole thing with the Lord being fearful of assassinations has put the whole meal before your passing Lord in perspective. Yeah. Yeah. Too much chat chaos, yeah. Well, now at least I have caught up, so now I know what you guys are talking about. I just saw it moving like in the corner of my eye and I was like, oh my god, I need to read. Just what on earth is that mansion? Is it also a part of Morgana's miracle? What's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space. You're just having fun? Yeah, that's good. I want you guys to have fun. That's the whole purpose of this. Oh, sorry. I got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. I swear, you got to be more absent-minded than me. That's not important though, I guess. Anyway, so I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but... Sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine, I'm simply glad to have you on my side. Sure. Well, I should get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. I will. I should head back too. And now that we are back in our room, I do think it's time for a stretching break, because one thing I noticed last week when I was doing a lot of streams, I got very much of a neck and headache, and I want to prevent that. So let's stand up for a bit and stretch before I'm starting to feel too stiff. Yeah, you guys should stretch too. It's not good to sit still for too long, so let's stretchy. And I'm back, feeling much better. Yuki Masador, he was a joyous murderer and torturer, but I think he saw Pauline rather than... if he saw Pauline rather than another beast, it may have been different. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Because I do feel, in a way, that the white-haired girl had somewhat replaced Pauline in his mind, but yeah, but who knows? I'm not saying you're wrong either, like, it could have been the case, but I'm not entirely convinced. I went downstairs to get a sneaky drink a few minutes ago. Oh, I see, I see. Naughty, naughty. And you've been walking for 30 minutes, Fia. That's amazing. Oh, you're walking machine. I don't, I can't, treadmill has arrived then. That's great. I was still listening. Yeah. I wasn't saying that you weren't. But that's very good job, Fia. Very good job. Yeah. It's good that everyone is keeping themselves busy even during the streams. I like to see it. But yeah, let's keep reading. I know we don't have much time, Michelle, and that concerns you, but try not to agonize over it too much. Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything. How about for now we just focus on the immediate issues? I suppose. To start with, we're going to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them. That might work, though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the two of them at risk. And there's also a chance she's not involved with the swordsman at all, as she claims. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lord's. Did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Oh, you're in the kitchen cooking now. Are you cooking something good? Maybe it's a cat. I'll go check. Ah! Sausages, okay. Tasty enough? Are you having something to it or just sausages? Oh, damn it, there's someone in there. It's a ghost! Ah, potato salad. That's very yummy though. No shame in being lazy. There's a ghost out there! Get away from the window! Hurry! You don't want it to possess you! Calm down. Your scream startled me far more than anything. How am I supposed to calm down? We have to go find Mel and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer. No way! My timing for what they're cooking and that cat was something. Oh my god, no. Insert Scooby-Doo chaotic chasing. Yeah. I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them. What? No, you can't be serious. Michelle! I love that she is terrified of a ghost possessing him while she is basically a ghost possessing him. I'm pretty sure they went this way. Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind. You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself, afraid of another ghost. There, he said it. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? Ah, you found me! Ah. Ah, is that who I think it is? Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me, got it? I'm off. Hold on. Go after her! Stop, please. I want to talk to you. You stop! Why are you chasing me? She's hot and I'm not happy about it. For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons. So you don't need to take me into the guards. I'm not going to report you. All I want to do is talk. I've got nothing to say to you. Well, I do, so please stop. What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep? No. How the hell's a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep? As if you look any less suspicious. Screw off and stop chasing me, damn it. Then stop running. Is someone there? Perfect. Help! Please! I'm being chased by a strange man! What are you? He's going to do terrible things to me. Oh, goodness. And yeah, she does have an interesting outfit. That kind of outfit makes me think her line of work is adult. Maybe. Oh, she looks so disappointed in us. Is this as bad as it looks? It's worse. What's going on here? Wait a minute, don't do anything rash. I can explain, I'm completely innocent. Maria? Well then. Things are suddenly looking better for us. So it would seem. What are you doing here, Maria? Wait, are you? Is that you, Pauline? What? They know each other. I mean, none seems to be entirely disappointed in Michelle at all times. True. And she called her... Ah. So I was right. That is your name. That is my earthly name. It is not who I am now. I am Marie. I no longer go by that name. Marie? That's your name? That's a fucking laugh. You joking? I am not. And that outfit? You become a nun or something? That part of the gag? That's why you call yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. Puzzle pieces are making more sense, yeah. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows up to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours? You don't have to be so crude. This seems like it could go south very quickly. That reminds me, I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. That you? A saintess, huh? That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint. Love Maria's mannerisms? Yeah. She's awesome. Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I'd let them put me up on that pedestal, bask in their worship for a while, then swipe all the ties and get the hell out. You're unbelievable, Maria. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously. What did you come here for, Maria? That's what whores do. We come and go. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone. You do realize this is a church, right? I know. Sacred ground, no place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yada yada. I didn't say that. I would prefer you refrained from working on church property. I was on my way out, in fact. But then that white-haired dude came after me. I do believe you tried to break into my room first. What? You keep your mouth shut? You tried to break in? What for? What's it matter what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Or maybe I came to pillage the tithe box. Was it the Lord? Is that who you came to see? Huh? Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. There's nothing between us. Everyone's denying their connections to each other. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit? So you can grill me about what I'm here for? No! I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least. They don't call you the saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for a friendly chit-chat. I wish you'd stop calling me that. You're an old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not? They're old friends. Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White hair here comes with. Who? Me? You can't let this opportunity go. Now that we know the nun is Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her. That's fair, but still. I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am going. What's the big deal? You afraid he might turn feral? No, he ain't that kind of guy. You got nothing to worry about. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met. Not so much trust, more like The air you give off. Air? You don't look like you got the balls to do it. What did you just say? Damn it, that stings worse than she has any way of knowing. Oh, poor Michelle. Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you could do about that. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, get your butts moving. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right though. This could be a good chance to get some new information. Ah! What is it? I just remembered. Something vital? She called me a creep. In the third door, she kept calling me a creep. It just occurred to me now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that. Let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future after all. I'm not a creep, am I? Well, considering what you were like at the time, I can't really blame her for thinking that. Oh, I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. Even I get the shivers thinking of the maid me. I honestly don't think it was that by myself. I'll take that as a compliment. Please do. That maid outfit, though, is quite alright. Well, he does have a taste. Oh, hello, dearest Michelle. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? Who's the pipsqueak? She lives here. I took her in. Oh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that? Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold. What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colors, like something a princess would wear. In a way, I am kinda like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around Maria, she does not need to hear that. Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world. Do you think now is the time for that? This isn't awkward or anything. Also, what's this dearest Michelle about? You two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother's back at the church. He's got the same color hair as me, and we look a little alike. Oh, really? Must be a pretty good-looking fella if he's related to you. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. I love this. This is amazing. That's quite the assertion, Nelly. It's so lively in here. I'm stranded in uncharted territory. Oh, I bet you're stiff as a board out there. Relax. Deep breaths. We're asking the impossible. Tough people you want in the same room? I mean, yes. Honestly, yes. This scene is so delightful it makes me scared. Don't worry. This is all just sweet and cute. Alright, well, sit down and make yourselves comfortable, everyone. I'm gonna make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. It's a girls' night in. This will be fun. Why is Michelle here, though? You have no idea how much I wish I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know what is? 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough. Actually, make that 4 girls. Huh? Why would that be rough? Tell me, you got 3 girls in one room. What do you think they're going to be talking about? Love! Romance! And there he sits, all alone, in a pink cloud of girl talk. That sounds uncomfortable. And we got to watch him twist and squirm. That sounds like fun! And I want to make a joke about Michelle being unable to be stiff off guard. Quill, no. Lolly is a liar confirmed. What have I lied about? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Slander! Slander! And yes, Nelly is everywhere with her mood. She's adorable. What do they think I am? Their plaything? I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I? Maria seems to be the dom in whatever relationship she has. You said we have nothing to worry about. Oh. It depends on what you're worrying about, I guess. Fair point, fair point. I didn't mean to lie though. I meant like we don't have to worry about tragedy and pain, sadness, all that kind of stuff right now. Oh no, not at all. I was just thinking I feel kind of bad for you. I'm worrying about downward plunge the mood is going to take. Yeah. I honestly don't remember this scene. Like, obviously we're gonna have to talk to Pauline about Yukimasa and the observation tower and all that, but I'm not sure when, but if it's in this scene or later, so we'll see what happens. But right now, let's just enjoy all this this cuteness. And yes, I do think that is a great argument, and you can't tell me otherwise. Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in that tower, even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So I say we participate, see where it goes. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl, what's not to love? You know, that kind of makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nelly. What? No, it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It felt to me like you were keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real-life saint. Oh, Nelly, you know it's not You know it's not that big a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So, what's the conversation? Love! Romance! How about your taste in guys? Oh. Do you have anyone? A crush? A special someone? You do, don't you? I am a servant of the God the Father. So no, I do not have anyone. Oh, come on, we won't tell, promise. Forbidden love, so romantic, so exciting. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. I like princely boys. My brother is the closest thing to my ideal. You don't say. Oh, and I mean my real brother. You don't say. I do feel like me and Michelle is sharing a brain cell here. And you, Maria? What kind of guys do you like? Me? I like a nice, subservient man. Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? Why not someone you can always count on, or encouraging and supportive, or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be... Guys like that only light your little tween girls' fires. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who'll make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am, so who knows, maybe you'll have it a little better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are. No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone. I already told you. Ah, there's someone else who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I? Who else, sister? You know, that's not a half bad idea. Agreed, I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What? What kind of girl do you like, Michelle? Well, you're not supposed to bring me into the conversation. Lighten up, loosen up, let us have it. It's a very complicated, personal matter. Then how about we make things simple, turn it into a choice. A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated tastes? Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? Who'll it be? Oh, I just remembered when Lolly was speaking about Yuki Mouse as hot, dangerous, and a bit emotionally stunted. In one way or another, it sounds like a vampire. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yes, Michelle is squirming so hard. Maria is so bad for including Nelly in the options. Well, this is a different time and age. I mean, what was the normal age to marry off girls? Like Nelly was about to be married off. I do think she's the same age as in Door 1, and there she was about to get married. So, and this is an even earlier time than that. So, yeah, puberty. Exactly. Weren't they basically considered adult when they started ovulating? Yeah, I do think that might be the case, so who knows really. But yeah, so I don't think it's that strange that she is included, but I do agree, as for us in like this modern age, it's very, very iffy. What on earth have I gotten myself into? The waiter's staring at me. I'm not getting out of this. Okay, we do have choices. Puberty used to start later though, I think, before we were all half human, half chemicals. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not very well educated when it comes to that, honestly. It's not strange given how real this game is, but I still bonk Maria. Yeah. So, what should we play the game of who each of us would pick? Yeah, that's a great idea, Quill. Who would you guys pick? Personally, I don't know. I mean, first of all, is Michelle an option? Because then I would pick Michelle. If not, yeah, I do kind of lean in with Pauline. I mean, the nun outfit, not really my thing, but like her personality is more me than someone I would get along with than Maria probably. As you say, Pia, Maria scares me, so or would scare me if I met someone like her. I love her as a character; she's amazing. But yeah. Okay, so we have Fia would pick Pauline, Quill. I personally would pick Maria. From these options, Pauline, but at the same time not. Maria seems to be the most fun. From these options. Maria is not my type of personality. Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel too. Like, as I said, as a character, I love her personality, but as someone I would like, if I would be together with someone like her, yeah, I would feel she would kick my ass on a daily basis, I feel. So she might have liked me because I would have been like subservient and stuff, but I would not have a good time probably. Would be okay to talk with, but anything deeper, no thanks. Yeah, exactly. With her personality, I wouldn't trust her at all. And Nelly too young, yeah. But none really, can you imagine how bored you'd be? There's not even video games in those days. Yeah, but like, if she wasn't a nun, because I don't think she actually like wants to be a nun, if that makes sense. And if we do consider how she is in Door 2, she's lovely. So, and that's still the same person. But yeah, it's not very, as you say, it's not very optimal options here. So if I have to pick one, it's Pauline. But honestly, none of them. First of all, I'm straight, so I'm not even into women. So that would be a problem right there. But yeah. But we have to pick from what we see in front of us now, no? Pauline from Door 2 for sure, non-Pauline, nah. Yeah, I get you, I get you. We all have a different words. What we like and not. I really don't like being pushed around. Maria out, Nelly too young. Yeah, taste. Thank you, Quill. Thank you. Exactly, we have all different tastes, so. Okay, but what answer are we giving for Michelle? This is not story important. It is just for funs and giggles. So do we want to be true to Giselle and go for the romantic option, or do we go for something funnier? You guys are allowed to express your opinions on this. I'm aromantic, so this also fitting into my Maria choice. Ah, I see, I see. You say Maria, okay. So we have one vote for Maria. Does anyone have anything else they want to vote for? They said he had to pick one of the three, no dodging the question. Well, I do think it's okay to dodge the question. But yeah. I do think the last option is kind of funny too, actually. I do remember the reactions to that one being quite funny. But yeah. So does anyone else have anything to say in this? Otherwise, I will pick Maria. I feel Maria would be fun already having someone. Could also go either dodging question or Michelle getting teased. Yeah. I wonder how Giselle reacts to her not interested in women. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember that answer being very funny. So I'm kind of inclined to pick that, but yeah, I want to allow you guys to have an opinion on this as well, so... go with the not interested in one then, okay. Or is everyone okay with that option? Should we pick it? Just because it's funny? You were eyeing it too? Okay, we are picking it, it's funny. Michelle, are you... What? No. No, I didn't mean it like that. I only said that because I thought it would be disrespectful to you to choose any of them. Hence, I'm not interested. I kind of get what you were trying to say, yes. But your choice of words is really asking to be misinterpreted. Oh, you swing that way. I'm sorry for putting you in such an uncomfortable position. No, you're not going after my Mel, are you, Michelle? What? What did I tell you? That's why you wanted to get close to him, isn't it? Oh, no! That's impure! The two of you together, in each other's arms, roses sprouting up all around you. Slow down, Nelly. Although, that might be better than him putting his hands all over some strange girl. Oh, God. Nelly is discovering her interest for BL. My goodness. Stop, please. It would mean I could keep both of my brothers around for twice the pampering. That actually sounds really nice. Actually, Nelly sounded like she'd be a great fanfic writer. Yeah. Please, for the love of God, stop fantasizing about it. Oh, I know. First we need to buy a new house. One where you can have a room to yourselves, so I can stay out of your way. I'm so happy we picked this answer, oh my God. Stop it! You're going to make me sick! Huh? You mean you don't like Mel then? Absolutely not! What about, the Lord's bodyguard? Oh, and that got a reaction out of Pauline. Miss, I'm not interested, nothing is going on. Never. The Lord himself? Oh my God. No more, please. I don't like any of them. I already have a partner, so I'm not interested in anyone else. And this partner is a man. She's a woman! You know, I might not have had the best reaction at first, but to be honest, I'm pretty okay with it. It can be hard keeping it bottled up when you're around others, so just know you got me, you can be yourself around. Are you even listening to me? Love can take many forms. You too? I'll be happy to help if you change your mind about Mel. Oh my God, this is amazing. Michelle is stealing all the men, yeah. I am ghost sexual. I can't take this anymore. I do feel bad for you, but you did kind of bring this on yourself. Ugh. Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn. Nelly's already built the whole fantasy about Michelle and Mel. Yeah. She's gonna go to bed and write a fanfic. What? Do I really have to? You do! Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Then make Mel read it. Oh god, I can see that. Wait, does this secretly hint that the Lord is a bottom? Oh my god. Well. But, I mean, it's Jacopo we're talking about, so... Yes? If he isn't, Maria will make him. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Alright, sure. We can talk about that. An orphanage. Yep, neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here. So you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past. Not the best of memories, after all. I'd say we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director? Now, don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He isn't, really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who set me on the path to becoming a nun. He always was fond of you. Perfect little angel you were. I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a damn gremlin. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? The naughtiest girl around. I threw rocks at the walls, making all these little holes, and one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit. That will make anyone angry. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper or force you to sleep outside, shit like that. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like that would have made a difference. You adore the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Does Pauline have a belt because all I see is a whip? What? Maria to Pauline, I'm sorry sister, I've been very naughty. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's a whip. Hang on. It looks like that. It's more of... It looks like it's part of her belt, I would say. So... I say it's a belt, maybe some kind of religious thingamajig. I don't know. I do not think it's a whip. Completely blinded by faith. I don't. You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long, and because there are other people here. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject or something. I feel kind of bad for her. It seems like I'm too much sharing Maria's energy right now. How long were you two together? Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right? Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off, ended up at a brothel. Been a whore ever since. It's been, what, 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran. Did you like life at the brothel better than at the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I take the brothel any day. There I got friends and colleagues. Although, I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago. 4 years ago? I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that same time. Was that where you worked, Maria? Yep, and what a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate, or the damn lord for that matter? A brothel, raided by bandits, 4 years ago. What's the matter, trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have had some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh? 4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where was she then? Ah! I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits raised the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. I figured she'd either been killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michelle, Morgana's the saintess name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nelly. That is indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. And she's locked up in a tower now. Locked up? You told Nelly all that nonsense too, Michelle? It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you too. We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one, and his bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you, but I was so afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, something bad might happen to Mel. It's not good to tell lies, Nelly. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up, and you can't get in. Or are all 3 of you after his wealth? Of course not! And you, Michelle, you need to stop planting these strange suspicions in. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided to trust. Can the, watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell. I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in that tower. She is, yes. It might be possible to break down the door with a dozen or so people to hell, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So we need the other keys. Correct. It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl. even though everyone else is saying he would. If I don't believe in him, then who will? So we are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what is done. Pauline. Assuming, hypothetically, there is really someone in the tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun. I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen. Please, Sister Marie, help us set the saintess free. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. Could I please ask the two of you to leave? An old friend of mine might be being held prisoner right now, and you expect me to just scamper on home? Go. Tch. She's a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't think your faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who is capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you place your complete faith in one man, but that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You were never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time. Until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. So, is all that really true? It is. How do you know any of that, though? Because... What story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Forget it, that's not important. The pipsqueak ain't want to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if you get the door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So you believe me? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then that's that. Frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't going to get you very far toward fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. And my gut tells me, you're the one who's going to make that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Our souls? Don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way... Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There are rumors going around saying he's been coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. You... what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What, are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who lived here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main street's looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death on the back streets. He tore down this vineyard that's been around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other country. But where does that leave everyone who can't afford it? That reminds me. In the Theodore, he ran some other company's factory out of business for his own profit. Different businesses, same practices. Yeah, Maria never changes. She is the same person. Giselle? The merchants, especially those who came in from other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. Ah, I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish though? Not much, probably? They all seem same, just a bit different circumstances? Yeah, exactly. It made me feel a hell of a lot better though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this, inextricably linked souls crap. No fucking thank you. Maria says she's met him, and Morgana mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun, it doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I'm thinking something had to have made her that way, forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how, when she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, get married. You could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. They'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, at which point she starts crying and calling me mean. Wow, Marie was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. She was a girl in love with love, and now she's a bloody nun. I guess it kind of makes sense as an extension of her unwavering trust shtick. But I mean, come on, surely she could have chosen someone better to put that trust in. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her about it. You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. You're sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards aren't gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the damn Lord. That part's gonna be the real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. Ah. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you. Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that. The worst part is, she's probably right. But... I'm thinking we leave at a cliffhanger here. Because it's getting late and I need to both shower and make dinner, so we're leaving it at this choice. But we have once again done some good progress. It was a very fun and light-hearted episode, I feel like, for the house in Fata Morgana. It's so evil. Well, a girl needs her shower and food. Yes, I had very fun with your chaos, and I hope you did have fun as well. As I said, a very light-hearted episode, which is very fun. Might go back sometime, like maybe when we are, I don't know, would you guys want to go back to like other choices and explore other stuff? Like there are some endings that we haven't explored, for example, more than like dead ends and getting killed. And also there were some other choices that we could have made there as well. Are you guys interested in seeing that sometime? And do you think, maybe if you are interested, would you be interested to do it either after we are done with the main game, or like after we are done with the whole trilogy? Because I do think it could be a bit fun, maybe. Knowing the truth kind of sucks right now, yeah. Would be interesting, no idea when. Okay, but do think about it. I mean, we can go with whatever we feel like, so we don't really have to decide it beforehand, but I'm thinking either when we are done with the main game or like after all three of them, just to go back and remember kind of thing. I think either of those could work. I feel like that would be cool, but I vote for after main game, a nice way to round the chapter up. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But let's keep that in mind. We do have a few more episodes of the main game, because we still have not gotten friends with Yukimasa. So we need to do that, and then we have Jacopo to deal with as well. So yeah. We still have a pretty long way to go. The next stream will be on, let's see, Thursday. And also, speaking of that stream, I have realized that I am not working on Thursday, so there's really no reason for the stream to be so late. So I'm gonna move it so that we are starting at 15 GMT plus 2 instead of 16:15. So 1 hour and 15 minutes earlier it will be. I will write it on the community tab as well, so that you guys know, but I'm just saying it here for those of you that are here, that I will start a bit earlier, and then maybe we can get a bit further than we would have been able to otherwise. And the next The House in Fata Morgana stream will be on Sunday at 13 GMT plus 2. So look forward to that. I don't think we will be able to finish it, even though I would have loved for us to be able to, but I think it's a bit too many hours. Even if we do a long stream, then I don't think we will be able to, but we will definitely be getting closer at least, so... I like how my favorite part of this is that I'm going jail. Lolly gets a day off. Aw, that's very sweet of you, Quill. I'm also very happy about that. And I can't believe I actually forgot about it. Maybe it's because I just had vacation that we are having like a holiday in the middle of a week just suddenly feels strange. But yeah, it's a holiday on Thursday, so no work, only relaxing and some streaming in the afternoon, so that will be great. But yeah, I'm going to go and have some dinner now and take a shower, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye!